Eddie Marrow, The Electric Touch, Eddie Marrow Mysteries, Volume 2. Copyright 2025 by RHYS DEVONS. All rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, stored, or transmitted in any form, or by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, scanning, or otherwise without written permission from the publisher. It is illegal to copy this book, post it to a website, or distribute it by any other means without permission. This novel is entirely a work of fiction. The names, characters, and incidents portrayed in it are the work of the author's imagination. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, events or localities, is entirely coincidental. First edition. To Olivia. Thank you for your sharp eye, steady guidance, and endless patience. Your help in editing my stories brings clarity to the chaos and rhythm to the words. Eddie may chase shadows, but you help me find the light in the writing. I'm deeply grateful. R.D. Prologue. They called him a myth, a whisper in a dark alley, a glitch in the system. But I saw him. Not in a dream, not in some fevered hallucination, but through the lens of a journalist trained to separate fact from fiction. I watched a man walk through a storm without an umbrella, his feet never touching puddles, his hand humming with a voltage that made the air around him pulse like a living thing. The police wrote it off. Surge malfunctions. Lightning strike. Urban hysteria, one official called it. But the bodies kept turning up. Scorched, drained, eyes frozen mid-scream. I chased him through the alleys of San Francisco, beneath the neon halos of dive bars and the rattling buzz of subway tunnels. And with each step, I got closer to the truth. He wasn't alone. What we unleashed wasn't just a man. It was something older, hungrier. It doesn't just kill. It feeds. I write this now not for fame and not for glory. I write it because the humming is back. I hear it in the walls, in the wires. If you're reading this, you still have time. But not much. Eddie Marrow, Chapter 1. Static on the Line. The phone rang, soft and tinny, like rain on foil. I lifted the receiver, tapped the cradle twice, then tried again. Nothing but static. It had been like this for weeks. Calls cutting out, voices vanishing mid-sentence. Radio dying. The TV sputtering and fizzling like it was choking on its own spit. They blamed the blackouts. Third one this month. The city was running on borrowed time and busted circuits. The paper said it was the energy crisis. Leftovers from the 70s. Rising oil prices. A power grid strung together with duct tape and denial. San Francisco wasn't built for this kind of heat, but it clung to everything. Like plastic wrap you couldn't peel off. Air conditioners gave up. Street lamps blinked like dying stars. In the Mission, people lit candles before sunset, just in case. The rain hadn't let up in 2 days, but it hadn't done much to break the heat wave. San Francisco's gutters ran like rivers, sweeping cigarette butts and broken dreams down Mission Street. I stood under the crumbling awning of the San Francisco Bay Bulletin, collar turned up, smoking a cigarette I had no intention of finishing. The newsroom was quieter these days. Downsizing, they called it. I called it a slow death. I flicked the cigarette into a puddle and climbed the stairs 2 at a time. The building smelled like wet paper and cheap coffee. And somewhere, a radiator hissed like it was warning me to turn back. My desk was still in the back, near the archive cabinets no one touched anymore. I hung up my damp trench coat and dropped into my chair, wincing as the springs bit into my spine. Another morning, another stack of classifieds to format. Free couch. Smells like.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?